Welcome to our discussion today on vaporizing regulators. My name is Charlie Brown. Just like the comic strip guy. I'm the Business Development Manager for Aura Gas Controls. We are a division, Aura Gas Controls, we're a division of Concoa out of Virginia Beach. Concoa is the largest independent manufacturer of gas pressure regulators in the world. We have a presence in North America, South America, Europe, North Pacific, and South Pacific. It's a truly international company. And the thing that sets us apart, Aura Gas Controls, we're the oil and gas division and the power division, process instrumentation division of Concoa. What sets us apart as Aura and Concoa are three things from all the other manufacturers. Number one, innovation. We can design a custom solution for you when it comes to regulator systems. Number two, quality. With our 2001 state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Virginia Beach, with our professional production staff, our CIP, our continuous improvement process, and our statistical analysis process, we can build regulators to the highest standards in the industry. And then three, customer service. When you call us, you'll get a live person almost every time. You don't have to punch through a menu to get a live person. And then we can ship faster than anybody in the industry. Generally between 5 and 7 days is if a standard regulator. If it's a system, it might take longer. But generally speaking, even if we have all the parts in stock, we can literally put them together and ship it out the next day for an expedited fee. So we give you innovation, quality, and customer service. And that's what sets us apart from all the other manufacturers. Now, today, I want to talk to you about the vaporizing regulator that we sell at Aura Controls. Now, we do have other regulators. In fact, we have single-stage regulators. We have two-stage regulators that are used in your sim shelters. We have switchover, changeover panels when you have to have a continuous flow of gas without having to stop and change out your cylinders. And then today we're going to talk about vaporizing regulators. And we make specialty type regulators, back pressure, subatmospheric, high temperature, high pressure. And we've got all the accessories you need: hoses, transducers, on-off valves, relief valves, hoses, special compression fittings, all the accessories. We can also provide that. But today our primary discussion is going to be on the vaporizing regulator and what we've done to make it better. Innovation. Now, we brought everybody's regulator in, all of our competitors, and they're all built about the same way. And I'll refer to it as the traditional design. And when we brought them all in, we took a look at them in our labs, tested them out, and we found two things that we could improve. And these are huge because they make a big difference in your process. The first thing was we looked at the traditional design. Of course, a vaporizing regulator, you bring a sample in and it hopefully comes out of gas. That's the whole process. You heat the unit up. This is what we call our electrically heated one. You can steam heat them. But that's the idea. Bring a liquid sample in and then turn it into a gas so you can send it downstream to a GC or an analyzer for evaluation. Well, the first thing that we noticed is that in the traditional design, there's just a little short path, direct line path. So you're not giving the liquid sample much time to come in contact with the heated surface to convert to a gas. So you have there's great tendencies for it to have a lot of condensation before it crosses the seat. So we thought, and as a result of this issue here, just a straight short line, our competitors, to slow that process down so they can get a gas out, is they have to tweak or downsize their orifice by a factor of 4 so that we're restricting the flow rate, which means you can only use one vaporizing regulator to feed one analyzer downstream. So we decided, let's change that and make it better. So what we did is we designed a zigzag labyrinth path. And I can show you that. Picture's worth 1,000 words. The liquid comes in and we force it to go through this labyrinth style path, zigzag path. And so we're giving it more surface area, more time to convert to a gas. And that's huge. Because, look, here's the main ways that you can benefit from this is that, one, we are going to, with this new design, we're going to minimize the condensation in the regulator and as it goes across the pressure drop of the seat. We're going to minimize that, almost eliminate it, so that you get a pure gas. The second thing is we're going to maximize the vaporization of the sample at the highest flow rate so that you can feed multiple analyzers using a single vaporizing regulator. So the bottom line of all of this benefit here, these two benefits, is that we're going to improve your analytical reliability by eliminating this two-phase condition. And that's what you're after. We want to give pure gas downstream to your analyzers so you can accurately analyze the gas. Okay, the second thing that we did, well, let me go back. In 2017, Gas Processing Magazine did an article on what I just told you, the traditional design versus, they call it the modern design, which is our gas controls, our proprietary design. In fact, they even showed in here the picture that I just showed you, and they compared the traditional design straight through path to our zigzag labyrinth path. So this was the May-June issue of 2017, if you want to look it up. It's a great article, gave us a little free press. Now, the second thing that we did was we designed a new heater method, okay? So we now can generate in this vaporizing regulator greater heat than the traditional standard regulator and heat it more and get it more evenly distributed throughout the entire body of the regulator using actually a smaller heater. Now, how did all this come about? Well, again, when we brought everybody's regulators in and began to test them, one of the first things that we noticed was that when we would start them up, they would be on for like 10 seconds and then off for 50 seconds. And then they'd come back on for 10 seconds and then shut down and off for 50 seconds. And we go, what's going on here? So further evaluation, we found out that they were putting their thermistor, which regulates the temperature range that you select for your vaporizing regulator, they were putting their thermistor almost right, they had it mounted internally almost right on top of, too close to the heater. So that when we turned it on, the heater would ramp up the temperature and quickly get up to the maximum temperature, and the thermistor would pick up on it and it would shut it down. And then it would cool down a little bit and then it would come right back on. So you had this on-off cycling. And so we go, What can we do to improve that? So we took a look, and here is a visual again. Here is the traditional design where the thermistor is mounted right on top. This is your heater element here. It's mounted almost too close and almost on top of the heater. So we moved it down, further down the pipe here, and embedded it slightly into the wall. And we still get the monitoring of the temperature, but we don't get that cycling, on, off, on, off. Huge, huge difference. And the two main benefits of that is, number one, when we plotted out how long it takes to start up a traditional regulator, it was between 80 and 100 minutes for it to get up just to a minimal of 150 degree temperature. Where the Aura new design, we could be up there in a minute and a half. And you can see this visually from this graph. Here, this orange line is our competitor traditional design, and if you follow it on out, it'd take 80 minutes or over 80 minutes to get to 150 degrees. And our Aura gas pressure regulator can be up to 150 degrees in 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds. 90 seconds. Wow, that's a big difference on startup. The other thing that you benefit from this design is that you don't have the stress. You don't have the stress and wear and tear on your electronics. And it extends the life of it. So the bottom line with this new heater method is that you're going to have less maintenance cost, and you're going to get the lowest cost of ownership. Our regulators are competitively priced with everybody's regulators, but cost of ownership over 2, 5, 10, 20 years, how much are you going to spend on vaporizing regulators? And if you begin to put the Aura gas control regulator in, state of the art, you're going to, for one, lower your maintenance costs because you're not going to have to fool with it. You just put it in and walk away. Whereas in the traditional design, maybe they last 2 years, maybe a little longer, but most of the refineries I've been in, they're replacing them about every 2 years. So you can get a state-of-the-art, the highest developed technology in vaporizing regulators for your process, and you can lower your maintenance cost and have the lowest cost of ownership over time in the future. Now, one other thing I'll mention is we have added a new 200-watt heater in our regulator for those heavy hydrocarbons, NGL, and wellhead samples because you need higher temperature. And in our 200-watt heater, we can be up to 450 degrees in 11 minutes. 450 degrees in 11 minutes. So that's our newest option that we've added to our design. Now, one other thing. When you're in a highly acidic and caustic atmosphere and you need some corrosion resistance, you know, these may be like H2S, HCl, NH2, ammonia, or CO2, carbon dioxide. Any gases that will corrode stainless steel. On any of our regulators, we have a treatment we call Dursan. It's an anti-corrosion treatment that we can apply to it. And it's basically a carbonized silicone glass layer that's actually baked in to the crystalline structure of the surface of the stainless steel surface. And it will give you 200 times more corrosion resistant than stainless steel, 4 times Hastelloy. So that's helpful in those atmospheres. The other thing is the lifetime warranty. As you can see, all of our regulators, performance guaranteed for life. We put this lifetime warranty on all of our regulators against any manufacturing defects, and even put a 2-year warranty on the electronics on the vaporizing regulator. So now you can take the state-of-the-art vaporizing regulator from Aura Gas Controls, put it in your system. And in many of the refineries that I've been in, once I've shared this information with them, they have started to just replace each regulator that fails with an aura regulator with its lifetime warranty from any manufacturing defects. So that's my suggestion. They will stock some in their warehouse so that one fails, they'll just replace it with an aura. So we look forward to working with you on any applications and answering any questions. And thank you again for your time, for watching this little short informal video. And we appreciate your time. Thank you very much.